Hey everybody, guess what? Yep, it's Action 5 again, and we are here on top of Mount Washington, and we're having a blast. I'm going to show you what I see at this point. I'm going to share it, spin it around, all right? So everybody have a great day. All right, let's take a look. This is how a lot of the people came up today on the cog. All right. And we got the old clouds are coming in, but this is what I see. Everybody's having a blast today. Scooby-Doo. Okay, that's it for now. You even got this young couple in it here. Hey, oh, a Yankee, a New York hat?
No, he's my Yankees.
Oh, Red Sox. I would have loved it much better. All right, folks, we're having a great day anyway. So, based on that fact, enjoy life to the best of your ability. And if you don't like what you're doing, make the change. Make it before it's too late. And enjoy life to the fullest. That note, see ya on the Cog Railroad, Mount Washington in New Hampshire with 20-mile-an-hour winds today. Temperatures in the 50s. See ya. We're just having a little fun, seeing what we can see. The observers, check out these bad boys here. All right. So folks, and I understand you've been enjoying the museum. What do you think so far?
Very interesting.
Wow, that's fascinating how it works like that.
What's it do, Scott?
The wind blows on it and it spins, and every spin it clicks. So the more clicks, the faster. So it's connected to a telegraph. Someone listening at the base was basically recording the clicks, and they had to go back and gauge how many clicks per minute.
Oh wow!
And that told them how fast it was going.
In 1934, April 12, 1934.
Amazing. Take a look, folks. I just want to share this with you. So we have a chance to see a little bit. I don't know what we'll see, but it's something. Harold Dow, climber, rescuer, and friend. Wow. Elmer Dow III, born August 18th, just 13 days before me. Lost his life in an avalanche near Lionhead Trail as part of a mountain rescue service team, searching for two climbers. Folks can read all that. Wow.
But it moves. The parking lot moves. It's
Clear
because
day,
it's from a
folks, that's
different
what you can
camera.
see. Read this one. Read about Albert. Okay, folks. Hey, it's Action 5. Here we are having a good time. We hope you've had fun today so far in your journey. We'll catch y'all later, folks. Bye. Oh, that just blows my interview.
This is the steepest descent we have here. We're going to go through a 20% grade here. This is the steepest descent we have on the road.
Yep.
And the rest of the road's got a gentle 16%. Now there's two sporting events we have here that come up from the base, and they have to come up this hill, and they finish right at the corner of our building. And that's the bicycle race, which was supposed to be held in August, and it didn't because the weather was so bad this year. And Sunday was the bake-up day. Sunday's weather was worse than the Saturday, so it didn't happen this year. And the other race we have is the bicycle race. I mean, the road race. Top runner just up the hill every time.
Really?
Originally, geologists thought they was probably as high as the Himalayas. But more recently, that's been dropped down to 15 to 16,000 feet. And the uplifting we had here by tectonic plate activity, you can witness here. You can see how this rock is fractured and the angles it's lying. That's when the plates were slamming in. One went into the other and it did this uplifting. Now, the height of the mountain is pretty well in agreement, the 15 to 16,000 foot range. And something that hasn't changed is during the Ice Age periods, glaciologists and geologists are all in agreement that at times glaciers were over a mile thick on top of these mountains. And that's what ground everything up. And one of the nicknames of this mountain, Mount Washington, is the rock pile. And you look around, it's really stacked rock everywhere. And this corner has a nickname. It's known as Mother-in-Law. And Mother-in-Law got its name when cars first started coming up and down the road, back in the early 1900s. And in those days, when the car came up, it was usually the husband, wife, children, and at least one mother-in-law, maybe two, and maybe two father-in-laws too. You just never knew. That's how big a car they had. And when the husband would go around that corner on the old gravel road, he'd go into that corner a little too fast, and that would cause the car to shimmy and slide a little. The rear end would slide out. And when that happened, the mother-in-law, the wife's mother, would give a very stern lecture.
Yeah, right. Not good.
He's not having fun at all. Well, they're from Florida. It's flat down there.
Good one.
That's the highest point in Florida. And when you see this rock, it didn't fracture. It kind of folded back into this wavy pattern. And that is known as the Wilton Formation. It exists throughout the whole presidential range. But here's one place where you can get to it easily and see it.
Excellent.
This is it right here. You'll see it here. See how that rock's all wavy?
Yeah.
It exists throughout the whole range, but another place where it's exposed is Huntington Ravine and Tuckerman Ravine, but you can't see it from any of the hiking trails. I'm going to pull over and let this guy on his motorcycle get by. He seems to be in a hurry.
He was.
How often does someone really have their rotors glowing?
I've seen one case where a guy was down at Mikos, and the rotor on the front of the car, both sides were cherry red. And he went and put a little bucket of water, he threw it on it, and the rotor shattered. And how he wasn't hit with the slag, I don't know, because I figured, I saw him getting ready to do it, and he started yelling at him, and his wife was yelling at him, but he still did it. And he had to be thrown away. Lucky he didn't have to. be here on a weekend. The cars will just stop here and block the whole road.
Wow.
So it's not a fun time. That's why I don't work weekends. All the rocks we see here are all glacial rubble. And there's a really interesting one on the right. I'm not going to be able to stop, but I'm going to slow down quite a bit so you can look in it and see it. And it's way back in there, and it's called the octopus tree. And it's a big boulder. And this tree has the most outrageous root structure I have ever seen on a tree growing on a boulder. And if you look straight back in here, you can see this guy. You notice there's ferns on the top of it also.
Yeah.
There's a hole in the rock there, kettle hole. So leaf litter fell in there, moisture collected there. That seed landed right on the edge of that. And seeds can sense moisture. It was able to develop that outrageous root structure. And it's just as outrageous on the back side as it is on the front side. So that was the luckiest seed I have ever seen to grow a tree. I mean, that's just, the chances of that happening, I can't even guesstimate what the odds of that happening are. I mean, it's very common, you'll see trees growing part way on, part way off, or right at ground level, like you can see here. I've never seen anything like that. So down here, we have a lot of crows, and the crows are starting to get their migration. And occasionally ravens come down, and they'll stay over on the far side over there. And ravens and crows are mortal enemies, so if one goes into the other's territory,